Okay everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video on Gran Turismo 7. Today we're going to be going through the latest 2 million credit guide to help you get them credits as quickly and as easily as possible. Now I definitely recommend you give this a go. This car, the 1932 Ford Roadster, is incredibly fun. I was dubious, but honestly, give it a go because it's a lot of fun, this time trial. Now, if you do enjoy this video, if it does help you out, it's a massive help to me and the channel. If you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, feel free to share it on any websites as well that you want to share it to help other people get these credits as quickly as possible. Now, we're going to go and show you how to do this time trial for anyone new to the game. Simply go into sport mode in the top right hand corner, and from there you'll be greeted with the online time trial section in the top right. From there, you're going to click on there and you'll have two separate time trials. Now, I have a guide for the Mercedes one also on the channel. If you want to check that out, feel free to check it out and see if you can get the gold as quickly as possible with that one. But we're going into this one where we are currently P1 in the world. Well, it was when I did the lap. So, yeah, not a bad lap. I do predict it's going to go a lot quicker. There was a few little mistakes in my lap that definitely could go a little bit faster. And I think a lot of people will go even quicker than me. So yeah, predicted gold, a very low 20, so make sure you try and get that. Now if you do want to challenge my ghost, obviously because I was P1, it is loaded up on there, so you can chase my ghost and try and learn from it after watching this guide. So let's get into this guide and try and help you get these credits as quickly as possible while you're having a lot of fun while doing it as well. Now, first point to note is this car only has 3 gears and you're only going to be using 2 of them, second and third. Well, that's what I used anyway, so keep it in third gear all the way up this straight, obviously, because you're just going to let it rev out as high as it can go. Now, keep the car to the right-hand side. Use a little bit of the curb on the right-hand side if you want to widen the line in here. And you're going to go completely flat on the entry into the tunnel. You're not going to lift until you're approaching halfway through the kink in the corner. So you're going to see, as you're approaching the turn here, you're going to just put the brakes on way before the 100 board over there on the right hand side. You need to brake early for this. This car does struggle to slow down, so brake early. Just be careful of the rear as you're braking. And now you want to get this car slowed down again. Stay in third gear as long as possible, really, to keep it balanced. And then you're going to go down to second gear for a bit of rotation to keep it as close to the white line as possible. And keep your eye on that throttle as well, because you're going to get on that throttle really aggressively. And at this point, just as the road cuts, you can see the little kink in the road again. You're going to get onto the brakes and swing it into the right hand side. And you're going to get a little bit of a drift going. And then back onto throttle. Right hand tire, aim to get a little bit on the sand on the right, or the dirt, whatever it is. And then back on that throttle as aggressive as you can. You can see maximum attack now. You want to try and get this car swung into this left hand corner. So into third gear before you hit the apex, just to keep the momentum on the exit there. You don't want to be changing gear as you get onto the straight. So yeah, into third gear before you get to the apex. And now we're going to be braking on the 200 board on the left there, using that 200 board as our reference. You're going to see it as we approach it now. You're going to see onto the brakes, and again you're going to try and swing this car in with a little bit of a drift. Again, it does help with the rotation. So down to second gear, you're going to start seeing the car rotate as you're going into the apex. So as you're following that red line, you're going to see the car start to rotate a little bit. You want to get your right hand tire again onto that little bit of tarmac on the over the white line. And again, here, you use the yellow line in the middle. Don't go over that. You want to keep your car in the middle of it to give yourself the best entry into this next corner. Now, I give a little lift off the throttle there. I think I could have got away without doing that because I did a really good line through it. And that did lose me a little bit of time. But if you can do it flat, you will gain quite a lot all the way up this next acceleration zone. Because here, you're basically just going to get your left-hand tire to get as close to the white line as possible. And again, on this next corner here, you're going to get as close to the sand again on the right hand side without going in it. And then you're going to swing it into this left hand corner. It's all completely flat out. And you can see again, left hand tire, try and get as close as you can over the white line, but not into the sand. I missed that slightly. Might have lost a tiny bit of momentum there, but not too much as we go completely flat out all the way up this hill. So no braking at all there. And now we're going into the next braking reference, which I use 100 board as a reference. Now, I braked a little bit early because I knew I was on a very good lap here. So I took it quite cautiously. You can brake a little bit later than what I did there, but it's risky. So brake early. I like to take quite a tight line into this corner. So you're going to see I trail brake into the corner. Let that trail braking take effect. Keep the left-hand tire as close to left as possible here. And then onto the throttle quite aggressively. Now you can see I had to give it a little bit of a lift there as I put the foot down just to not go too far wide. Cost me possibly half a tenth to a tenth there, because I was actually a tenth up on my previous lap, which was a 6.21 here. And when we go over the line, you can see it's I think it's an 18.565. So yeah, I lost at least half a tenth there, maybe more. overall. But yeah, you can definitely gain a lot of time over this lap that I've done, so that's why I predict this is going to get well into the 17s probably. You're going to see people doing 17.8, 17.9s and stuff like that. So again, watching the chase camera with kilometers now, you can see how we get on that brake. Just be cautious as you're braking through that corner because you're turning at the same time, and then use that second gear for a bit of rotation while putting the power down. Then really you can see the swing on the car there as we send it into that corner, and then aggressively onto the throttle, up into third gear. Just be careful you don't hit them cones on the right side, it can invalidate your lap. And then into the next braking zone, you can see the 200 board, and you can see how we keep it straight, and then as we turn in down to second gear, the car will start rotating nicely there, and then up into third gear just as you're going through this corner. You can see into first gear there. You don't want to rev second gear out too much. You want to get into that third gear quite early because it pulls a little bit better. And then again here, you can see how I missed that apex slightly. It might not look much, but it loses you half a tenth by the time you get up to the top of the hill. It's really, you've got to be very smooth and very delicate with the inputs with this car. Again, 100 board as a reference. You can see it braked a little bit early, and you can see this tight line definitely works. It seems pretty quick, but just be careful on the throttle on the exit there because you can run wide quite easily, and that's why I backed out a little bit, and it possibly lost us a little bit of momentum up this hill because you really want to get that momentum all the way up to the finishing line. So a pretty solid lap. Hopefully it'll help you out. Let me know in the comment section if it has, if it's helped you get the gold, and let me know if you've enjoyed this one as much as I did, because I found this time trial incredibly fun. I really enjoyed it. I actually got an 18.7 quite early and was like, no, I want to improve it. Got an 18.6 and was like, no, I want to go faster. It's one of them time trials that's quite addictive, so hopefully you'll have fun with this. Let me know in the comments, chat, and I'll see you for more of these in the future. Thanks again for watching, everyone.